So I want to talk about a content that I find a couple days ago where the author talks about whether or not to stay away from toxic family. Yeah, I lost the video, but um, but let's talk about it anyway. So, should we leave our toxic parents? So, the most common response from Indonesian people is that gitu-gitu tuh itu tuh orang tua kamu, or iya sejahat-jahatnya orang tua, dia itu udah berusaha yang terbaik buat kamu, or something along the line of emang udah tanggung jawab anak buat ngerawat orang tua, or I don't know, whatever. Whatever. So basically, the common answer is to dismiss the experience, the doubts, and the concerns that the children have, whether the child is already an adult or not, and just assumes that parents are this kind of all good being and all a noble being, almost like someone that's always right. And I don't blame them, because that's the culture that we have been brought up in for the last thousands of years, maybe hundreds of thousands of years. And the first thing that I want to say is they're not entirely wrong. They're not entirely wrong about the fact that parents are trying their best, and that indeed they can sometimes make mistakes, that it might or might not be, well, it might be the children's responsibility to take care of their parent. It might be, okay? But the thing is that when we have someone ask these questions, I think what a lot of people are trying to say is that when people ask, boleh gak sih kita tinggalin orang tua kita yang toxic, atau keluarga kita yang toxic, what they're actually saying is that aku bingung, I'm not sure what I'm experiencing, I don't feel good here, aku gak ngerasa bahagia, aku gak ngerasa nyaman, aku pengen tinggalin ini, tapi aku gak tahu bener atau enggak. Can you help me? That's what they're trying to ask. That's their actual questions that they want to ask. And the way that I would approach it is by being curious. Because first, I do not know the kind of family, of the kind of parents that they're facing with. Maybe they have a extremely abusive parents. Maybe they have KDRT parents. Maybe they have psychopathic, narcissistic, or sociopathic parents. Those dark, three dark personality traits. Or maybe they're just a plain, simple human being that make mistakes sometimes. And these are very, very different things. I would say that for most people, it's true that sometimes parents can just make mistakes, and those are forgivable. But for others, sometimes the best thing that you can do is actually to leave them. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is actually to give signals to them that what they have been doing is not okay, that they've been doing something really, really wrong, and they have to change. Sometimes you gotta give them the wake-up call, and that could mean by leaving. And most people don't understand this. Most people don't understand that it can be a good thing for other people if you leave them. If you leave them alone, if you give them a wake-up call that, hey, this is a big deal, please don't do this, I'm leaving. So this assumption where leaving someone is always a bad thing to do is not true. It can be the most loving thing to do for some people. I wish like more people know about this, more people hear this. I wish people who ask these questions of boleh gak sih tinggalin orang tua yang toxic, boleh gak sih tinggalin keluarga yang toxic, I wish they can hear more of this answer from people, because I would guess that it would be very, very reaffirming and very, very calming and very, very reassuring that, oh, what I'm doing is not really that bad. Oh, I'm doing a good thing by leaving. I'm doing a favor for my parents, for my family by leaving. So I want to add one more thing. When people ask whether they should leave their toxic parents or toxic family, the first thing that we should realize is most likely they have been experiencing this pain and suffering where they are with their parents or their family, and just dismissing that experience and not trying to be empathizing with them and giving them compassion really doesn't help. Not only they have to go through the suffering of not having a good parents and good family, they also have to experience the pain and suffering of having their experience dismissed and invalidated, having no one sees what their experience feels like or looks like. And we humans really strive to feel understood by one another, and really painful to have no one understand our experience. So yeah, I want to keep that in as well. I think that's enough for this video. Thank you.